My brother really cared about his animals. My brother had dogs.
Yeah.
He loved these Australian
Collies?
shepherds. He had big Australian shepherds.
thinking
They were
collies.
old, right? You know that.
What the fuck?
But when he died,
What random shit is
when he died, and this is a very
like
personal.
collies.
Opie, this
Don't pick on Paulie's brother. He just died. We
There's
got
this-
him.
the- here's-
not. I'm just-
yeah, but
He likes collies.
I
He
like
li-
collies.
Well, he
I
had
always
all-
brought up a collie.
But he needs a
listen to
moment to talk about
this
his
is
brother.
a good story, though. My brother passed.
and he has dogs,
You're-
not
He has
collies.
dogs.
You're
No, no,
thankful
no,
I
no,
did
no.
this. Thank you. Thank
So
me.
my brother's-
Opie, thank me.
That's my favorite.
Thank me.
That was my favorite. Let me clear this up so no collies.
Kinda
So
love
anyway,
it.
What'd you say? What about mini collies?
you know, no. Yeah. I like big dogs I can ride. My brother passed.
you
and he,
should.
this.
he was always worried about what was going to happen to his dogs, you know. So anyway, he passed away. I was right there with him, and he passed. And the dogs always wanted to get up on the bed with him. And once he passed, I let the alpha dog get up, and he saw that my brother was gone, and he just howled. And then, amazingly, as if you threw a switch, I mean, I swear to God, all of a sudden, all three of the dogs were howling and then stopped. They snapped their heads and looked out in the side yard where he used to play with them, ran out there and ran around in a circle, jumping up, joyously, barking, because there was somebody out there. And then all of a sudden, he was gone. I know it was my brother saying goodbye
You
to
think
the
it
animals.
was his soul moving
I think,
to the,
I think
the
he-
backyard for a
I
little
think
bit?
he stopped off and said, I'll see you guys in a couple of years upstairs. I know he did. I can feel it. I know he did. I saw it. And then the dogs, all of a sudden, it was like throwing another switch. He was gone. They came back inside, laid down and mourned, you know. So, but there was that amazing moment when they went from howling to, what's that? And ran out to the yard, barking and tails wagging and jumping in this circle, and they're around something that wasn't there. There was something there, and it was his spirit, and I know it.
He's lucky he didn't have collies, though, because they're back
Yeah,
legs.
collies, they would have been,
They're not good at jumping after a while.
Do you have collies?
What kind of
So what you got out of the story is he's lucky. This says a lot about our relationship.
No.
Greg,
No.
Greg.
See, he calls me by my first name.
Paul to
I can't
Greg.
do this. We're supposed to play golf, me and Paul.
Yeah.
Wait, so you were there when your brother passed?
He died in my arms. Yeah. Big, sweet
Can I ask
cowboy.
you-
I loved him, yeah.
I was in the room when my dad died.
Uh-huh.
A little rough, Paul Williams.
Yeah.
It's a little rough, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, but you know what? He did it so elegantly. I mean, I've never seen anybody do the off-ramp better than him.
Yeah.
He just and he called it the off-ramp. And the fact is that because we were both sober, we had such joy about the life we have today. We were past all the ego, past all the competitiveness and everything, and we were really just totally into it as brothers. So when he went, he was like, right up to the very last day, he was just, look what I got to experience. I didn't get hit by a fucking truck. I didn't go through the windshield of the car. I got to watch and experience this. And he said he felt closer to God and felt more greater joy every day towards the end. And I believed him.
What was the last words he said to you?
God.
God.
He said God. The last sentence he said was Mom, and he had this thing where he couldn't breathe very well. He said, Mom, and our mother died in 1974, Mom is very, very proud of both of us. And then he went back, then he came back and said God, and then he died. So I just believe that it's there. I think he saw Mom. I think that he had that was all going on. And you know what? If I'm wrong, I'm going to get a good eternal sleep if I'm wrong.
Carl,
but I think there's more there.
I got the flu. Give him a hug for me. I would hug you, Paul, but you know I got the flu. All right, there's hugs going on right now for Paul Williams.
You shouldn't hug him just because you kept talking about fucking collies.
Don't I get a
to
hug
us.
too?
Cuban. Bye, Paul.
Man.
Fucking, he's awesome.
He was great.
It would have been a better story if they were collies, Paul.